We see so many overnight successes and only think that, they're what they say. Overnight successes. But that isn't true, because overnight successes take years. Years to decades of build-up, of failure, before reaching success. It is because of the trials and tribulations that occurred before the success that we call it, therefore, a success. Or rather, that it made it into a success. I start off with this because people want the shortcut. I mean, who doesn't want the shortcut? We all are lazy, and if there's an easier way, we will take it. I mean, why not? Why not just be lazy and take the easy way out? It's, easier. And at the same time, being lazy, a different form of lazy, has driven innovation so much. It got us our vehicles, our airplanes, our cell phones, electricity, toilets. Almost everything was created because we were lazy. This lazy I mean by a goal, a motivation, not an action. The two are different. With the goal of making things more convenient, therefore by being more lazy, the goal of being lazier, we strive to that goal by putting in effort. And that's not taking lazy action. It's the goal of being lazy in the end. But you aren't lazy when you perform that goal, or you perform to reach that goal. And the topic of shortcuts is prevalent in finance, fitness, and dating. Those are the big three ones. Those are the top three I can think of right now. But I say that it's pretty much in everything. In finance, we want to get rich quick. To get rich quick. But that isn't how it works. Because no one really gets rich very quickly. Not even lottery winners. Because what happens is that money just disappears. Well, it doesn't disappear. It feels that way, but it very quickly dissipates. You get rich for a couple of weeks to months, and then it's gone. Truly getting rich is about putting in consistent work, being smart, exploring different and better chances, always being on the edge for betterment, and luck. Luck is something. To be very rich, you need to be lucky. You need to be skillful, but you also need to be lucky. Even so, people can get rich without being extremely lucky through years of hard work and dedication. It's not a shortcut. There is no one. There's no shortcut. In fitness, we all want to kill our body in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 2 months, 4 weeks, 2 weeks, all in abs in 2 weeks. But that isn't how it works, because you need to put in the effort for years to see lasting results. And in fitness, there is a shortcut. There is. You can take drugs and steroids that will considerably quicken and enhance your physique, but they will just as quickly disappear. It's like the lottery. You get it quick, you lose it quick. Is that what you define as wealth? I don't think so, because wealth is something you want not just for a couple of weeks. For months, for years. Something that stays with you. So, are you going to be a firework that burns bright, but is followed by lasting darkness? Or a candle that goes into flames? In dating, we want to easily find a killer partner that has everything that we want: a sexy body, gorgeous face, listener, supporter, intelligent, all of the above, and of course, we want it now. But dating requires work. Someone said that dating is like a part-time job, maybe even full-time job. And I agree, because dating requires a lot of work and time and money. But after that, in a relationship, it requires a commitment to solving issues, putting yourself out there. If you're not in a relationship, being vulnerable to rejection, holding your balls to a stake and saying, and telling it, you may skewer me, but you may not. That's quite a bad analogy, but anyway. The point is, there is no true and long-lasting shortcut to any of these. Because the truly important things take time. And you wouldn't want them otherwise. You really wouldn't. If they didn't take years to get, they wouldn't be deemed important. Because there would be no challenge. There's a reason why we look up to people who have the wealth that we want, have the body that we want, have the partner that we want. Because it's hard to do that. It's hard to be like them. It's hard to accomplish what they have. More so than not, it's because it takes time. Time that we don't see. We see the end product. We don't see how much time went into it, went into the project, went to commitment. And when you do put in the time, when you do achieve it, it makes it that much more satisfying. So most of the time, the truly important things we want to achieve are, well, one, important, but also not urgent. This means that we essentially need to constantly remind ourselves and commit to it. For example, wealth takes time. Lots of time to accumulate. But it's not like you're going to die immediately. Fitness, going to the gym. You can't just go to the gym for a month and then come out with 18-inch arms. You need to constantly go. Constantly commit. And it's not like not going will kill you either. Dating, find your partner. That's going to take lots of time. And it's important. But it's not like that's going to kill you either. All three of these are important, but not urgent. Although some may be, if the circumstances are extreme enough. They're important, but not urgent, and therefore we tend to forget them. And I don't think it's because we forget how important these things are. It's just that it slips our mind, because we can't think about everything that we want to think about all the time. Like, I can't just keep my mind on building wealth 24/7. Just like all the time, build wealth, build wealth, build wealth. Because for one, that would drive me insane. And two, I don't think anyone has that. We naturally forget things and don't think about them. So therefore, to counter this, have some sort of reminder. Remind yourself that you have a goal to achieve. It's not urgent, no, but it's important to you, and therefore requires your time. And the thing is, you'll have important and urgent things in your life. And you'll have to deal with them. You'll have to sacrifice time for them. And that's okay. But remind yourself about the non-urgent goals. Because those are the ones that will slip your mind. The ones that are prone to not being achieved. You'll have non-important things while also being urgent. Things like emails, filing taxes, organizing, etc. Spend the least time on these. Because they're not important. And finally, you have non-important and non-urgent things. So get rid of them all. Non-important to and they're not urgent. Going YouTube rabbit holes, watching TikTok, changing background pictures, changing phone screens. It's not necessary. It's not important. So why do you do it? So you have goals, and they require time. Money, resources, and connections can be generated. Time cannot. So devote your time.